I'm going to be very honest. This will be as unfiltered as possible because I just want to share my thoughts. And you're watching me how I level up with Forex. I don't know if it's going to work or if it is. I'm very certain it is. So, this is episode 3, and I need you to subscribe so that we get started. Did you see what happened in January? And this is for the traders because I noticed that from January to this March, my strategy was really off. I'm in pay a drawdown, and I want to know if it is the market dynamic that actually made things happen like that. So the traders, tell me, let me know, share with me because I'm not a guru. I'm not here to tell you 10 steps to become a profitable trader. I am not that yet. It's a process. I'm just sharing with you what I'm seeing, what I'm noticing, and my journey all in all. So in that moment when I had my drawdowns, I would say, are you sure we'll not look for another strategy? But I told myself right from October last year, I said, I am going to stick with this strategy for a year, for 3 months, for 6 months. I want to see what comes out of it, right? For 2 years, I'm just going to stick. See, I have tried this one, I've tried this one. I have hopped. This strategy has worked, it hasn't. This one has worked, it hasn't. So I'm going to stick with you. I'm going to see what happens, okay? We are going to die here. So I said, I'm just going to be very careful, watch out what I'm doing, and make sure I'm sticking to my strategy. I'm taking the trade with the highest probability. So that's what I said I was going to do. Which is why from January to now, I did not say, we'll look for another strategy. It crossed my mind, but it wasn't solid. And now to the purpose of me making this video, right? This week I had losses. My trades were red, no blue. Yeah, that's how my trades went this week. There will always be losses, and there will always be losses. This week, it also took me to the thought of having a business. You know how successful businesses, rather 6-figure, 7-figure businesses, they will tell you, oh, these are the mistakes you're going to avoid if you want to start a business. You can agree with me that even those 6-figure businesses, there are still mistakes they are making right now that they will say, in the next 5 years, oh, we shouldn't have done things this way. Maybe if we had done things the other way, it would have been an 8-figure business, 9-figure business. I haven't heard that yet. That is how it's going to be for them. And you who is starting a business newly, you're going to be like, oh, I wish I followed all the process of this 7-figure business or this 6-figure business. My business is going to boom. My business is going to be the best. So I follow all their steps. I want you to know that you're still going to make mistakes. You're still going to get to the level of being a 6, 7, 8-figure business, but you're still going to make mistakes. No matter the perfect line you follow, there's still going to be something that you didn't do, something that you should have done, something that you just experience it. What I noticed this week in my trades was the news. Of course, the news is always going to be there. And it wasn't in my favor. There are times when I've traded, I did not look at the news, and it just tapped me in, took me straight to TP, and I had a good trade. But this week, I noticed that the market cleared it, and obviously would return to my original buyers because most of my trades were like sales this week. So that's what I was looking at. And the market was just kept going, the news, and it's now dancing around. I don't know what's going to happen next. Today is Friday, and everything is going to be next week. I'm going to share with you what I noticed in my trades next week. But this week kind of brought all of these ideas to me, or gave me all of these thoughts. And I thought I'm going to share with you. Regardless, whatever happens. This was supposed to be me analyzing my trades and reviewing and be like, oh, this was what I saw. But this is what it is. And I did not just want to shy away from the fact that I didn't make profits this week, so there's really nothing to share. And I'm just sharing my lessons I learned this week. And I know that 2 weeks later, I might have tips for you to follow to become a profitable trader. Next week, I might still have lessons that I'm going to learn. There's still some lessons that might be repeated unknowingly. It's not everything I'm writing down. It's not everything that I'm noting down. It's not everything I'm remembering. I don't even know why I'm sounding like it's like I'm having a debate, but that's just the way it is. And I just hope this video kind of helped someone to know that as a trader, as a person, there's always going to be mistakes. There's always going to be something. So you shouldn't feel that there's going to be a point whereby that thing will no longer be there. There's never going to be a point where there is no lesson to be learned. Even if you become the 10, 7, 6, 8 figure trader, when you have your losses, the time you have a huge loss, like those losses where you're losing 100k, 200k dollars, you're gonna have those moments, and there are mistakes you're still gonna make. So it's all part of the thing. It's all part of the life, and hope you've subscribed at this point because I have to go right now. I hope I post this as unfiltered as possible because what I really shared with you is from my heart, and I'm gonna see you next time in good or bad. Hopefully good. Au revoir!
I'll see you or you see me in the next video, whoever sees anybody first. Bye!